Hello, Facebook land. I wanted to do a quick video. I've had a lot of people asking me lately how I do my different green screen backdrops, how I make them, how do I get my logo up the top area. So I wanted to try to make a quick video and kind of show it to you. Now, the cool thing about using Zoom is you do have the ability, whether you have a green screen or not, to do a fake backdrop. I will share with you, though, I do actually have behind me a green screen, or it's a green sheet. And then I also always make sure I have very, very good lighting. So right behind my camera, I have a very bright LED ring. It's about a 14-inch ring that has the ability to change color between more of a white versus a yellow light. And that is what helps give me the very strong lines that help separate me from the background. But more specifically to the question at hand, let's do this. I want to show you kind of how I go about doing all of this stuff. And it's pretty easy. It's actually through PowerPoint. So with PowerPoint, I don't know how to use Adobe Photoshop. I never took the time to really learn it. And I've just adapted my own style, and I've been using Microsoft PowerPoint now for a couple years to create all of my imagery. The reason I like this is every single book that I create is a different type of a project. So the logo you're seeing here is for a friend of mine, Laura, and I was talking to her earlier today about, hey, you could try doing a couple of different things with a backdrop. So I'm going to use that as I'm kind of building this out. I have two other tips that I want to share with you. One of them is a website. If you're not familiar with it, it's called, I'm not showing on my page right now, Unsplash. It's called Unsplash, unsplash.com. And Unsplash they are free downloadable images. You're allowed to use them. You don't have to worry about getting sued later. Check for yourself, just be safe. But you can go through and you can find all these different background images that you could possibly use back behind you. And the key is find something that's going to contrast well with your logo. So most of the time in my videos, you're going to see what I've chosen to do is I use like a sky view, because I personally am not a big fan of doing like the images where it looks like I'm in an office, because if you look at the aspect ratio of how large a desk is versus me, it just looks very much like a fake backdrop. Now, obviously, if I'm in the sky or on the moon, it's still fake, but it's done with purpose, I guess. So I would scroll through here and I would try to find something that would look really nice. It's not too distracting. Like this type of stuff, it's cool, but it's way too distracting. This is the one I actually used previously. So I'm going to use it again. And I'm just going to click on the download. You can say thanks to the person, of course. And then I'm going to take this image and I can show it in the folder because I'm trying to do this on one screen. We're just going to go boom, control copy. And now I'm going to pull back up my PowerPoint. So what I do is I would come in and I would still go to a blank new tab. I'm going to right click. Actually, I take it back. I'm just going to go Control V to paste it. And that's going to give me the majority of the screen. Now with PowerPoint, when I do this, it automatically starts pulling up these design ideas. So then I just go full widescreen, boom. This now gives me a good backdrop and I can change this to whatever I want. From that point, I'll come back, I'm going to grab the logo, Control Copy, or Control C to copy, and this is all PC. Sorry, I'm not a Mac person. And then Control V. Now, should also give the disclaimer, I'm colorblind. So if the colors don't match, sorry. I just look for things to contrast, that it looks and it stands out nicely. Now, this is being a blurred background. It's kind of busy, but it's not too busy. There's a lot of ways you could play with something like this. Also, if this is a very colorful background, you really want to make sure this stands out, then you could also add another layer on. So I'm going to go Insert, Shape. This took me like 2 years to figure out. Do the whole shape like this. Now go right click, go format the shape, And you can do a couple things. You can fill it with a color like you see on Canva and all these other things. So let's go white. And then let's go transparent. Stream it down a bit. And then what we really need to do is we want to actually get the logo to come back to the front. So I'm going to click it. I'm going to go arrange and go bring to front. Now I'm going to move this back over. And this has a border, which is a default thing. I could probably get rid of it. So I'm going to take that border off. Shape outline, no outline. So what I just did is I muted some of the back colors a little bit more so I could try to draw more attention to the logo. And one of the questions I was asked is, well, how do I get the logo into the corner? The reason I do it this way is when you put your logo on a backdrop, you want to leave yourself a space that you know you will be at. So in this video, I'm using actually Loom to create the quick video. So you're not seeing my logo specifically, but in a Zoom or anything else I'm doing, I always position it to where I know I kind of have a certain area I have to be within. So it does limit my range, but I'm okay with that because I want to make sure that I'm always on brand. By doing this, if you're meeting with clients, if you're using Zoom for that type of stuff, if you're doing webinars with other people, it's just a way to always put your brand logo out there and to start to grow the recognition of it. So I'm hoping that this video kind of showing you how I did this, the different places or resources I use. Told you I had two. The first one, like I said, is unsplash.com. The second one is in Envato Elements. Envato Elements. This is something I have a paid subscription to where, I mean, I've been paying $20 a month for this for quite some time, but it literally gives me just about anything and everything I need to build something up, whether it's stock video templates, music, sound effects, graphic templates, PowerPoint slides, keynote slides, photo imagery. And these photos, when you do this, it becomes licensed. You actually download it. You tell the project it's for. So this is something where you can use it in a project and not be concerned. It has add-ons. Add-ons are mainly for like websites and such. Actually, add-ons here would be for like Adobe Photoshop. But you've got web templates. You've got WordPress templates, WordPress plugins, 3D items. This is like a creator's hub. So if you want to learn more about this, reach out. I'm happy to help you. So those are my two different resources I use. Again, from there, everything I ever do, any kind of imagery type stuff, it's always done in PowerPoint. You can go to my YouTube channel and you'll see additional videos where I actually show you how to make layered images, all types of stuff. So the last thing I guess I should show you is once you've kind of created this, there's a couple ways to try to save this. Simplest, easiest is come in, new, grab from the corner, boom. You would then save as, backdrop, and now you can use this as an image. If I was to go into Zoom, you would basically get logged in, click the option to choose your backdrop and get it selected. If you run into a situation where your logo is reversed, check the mirror effect. You can have a mirror effect that's on your camera as well as in Zoom, so you're getting multiple mirrors, and that may cause it. Worst case situation, you come back here. That's what I love about doing it this way. Basically, control copy this slide so you can save one. We'll go control C, create a duplicate, and you can actually come in and you can then flip the logo if you had to play with it, just to find something that's going to match well for you. So again, hope this quick video is helpful to everybody. If you've got more questions onto it, reach out. We're a firm believer of together, we all succeed.